て行きたい場所はそれぞれだ。だけど一つ輝ける伝説をぶち上げてからだ。パチパチのリミット、ここからがワンピース。オーロバス旅人に次ぐその夢はまだにございないか。眠れない細胞がくすぶまで弾けてく。今もオーロバス冒険の途中。オーロバス旅人へ次ぐ意味のない戦いはないんだ。バラバラの文脈が意志を持ちつながれば時の糸が紡ぎ直される。俺たちと共に世界変わり続けてる。
I never thought I'd find someone else here. Who is that? All right, pull it up! Giants! But why are they here? Do they have any idea how valuable those books are? No, wait! Where are they taking them?
There's no point hiding. That head of yours sticks out like a sore thumb. Hello, Vegapunk. It's been a while.
Dragon!
Now that I get a closer look, it seems you've hit another growth spurt.
Never mind my head. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Nice flowers. Seems I'm not the only one who's mourning Professor Clover.
You as well. Small world. But then again, he was quite the adventurer in his youth. That nonsense about him trying to destroy the world. The government was creative.
I know. You must be wondering what those giants are doing.
The books are priceless. We can't allow just anyone to take them away.
Don't worry, I've already checked them out. They're not bandits.
They're not?
They came here from Elbaf. They know what treasures they're holding. I spoke to their captain. He's a strange man with bandages all over his body. He said Ohara gave their lives to save their legacy. I won't let it be erased from history. Imagine if your government friends found out about those books. They're gonna unleash hell when you tell them.
When I what? I'm not going to tell them.
I was making a joke, but thank you for confirming my suspicion that you're their dog. It was naive of me to think you'd join my freedom fighters.
Of course I won't. My mind would be wasted on your berryless army. An inventor without funds is like a horse without legs.
Yeah, I got it. As cold and practical as ever, I see.
The world government is a massive organization. You can find sympathetic ears, especially in the Navy. We have to keep our eyes on the target. You know that.
Of course I do. But this incident hit me hard. Those scholars were harmless. All they did was ask questions in the face of an unreasonable law, and the government burned them for it. I'll just have to start a fire of my own.
I always thought you despised war.
This broken world must change, and I'll be the one to do it. In memory of Clover. For all of Ohara, I will press on!
Later that year, Dragon bolstered his forces, recruiting Emporio Ivankov and Bartholomew Kuma. They formed the Revolutionary Army, and they've shaken the world ever since.
To think Dragon and Professor Clover were friends, and I never had a clue.
Needless to say, the books of Ohara must be kept out of the government's hands at any cost. Still, I could not resist making the trip to Elbaf in secret. I read every last document there. And now, the mystery that Ohara unraveled lives on in my brain. I've been continuing the research in secret to this very day.
Vegapunk, I have a question. That strange giant you mentioned, who was covered in bandages.
Now you listen to me. You may be lonely at first, but one day you'll find true friends.
I think I understand how he knew that those books would be waiting in Ohara.
No matter who you are, ain't no one born into this world to be alone.
And I think I know his name too, so let me confirm it with you. It's Saul, isn't it?
He's in hiding now. No one else can know the truth.
Thank you, Dr. Vegapunk. You've kept the dream of Ohara alive. I can never repay you.
You need not thank me for pursuing all branches of knowledge. That is the way of a scholar.
This is awesome! Guys, check it out! I'm like Sanji!
You like my invention? Happy to see it.
Yeah, you make super cool stuff, old man!
Wow! So this is finally the real, actual Vegapunk?
I mean, yeah, but care to explain that? What happened to your head? It used to be so big and tall like you had a giant light bulb growing out of your skull.
My head? Oh, well, it had grown quite long, you see. So, I cut it.
What, like you had it snipped off at the freaking barber?
Well, I had to. What else was I to do? When I last saw you, it was so big. I was almost as tall as a giant.
I heard it was big, but that sounds ridiculous.
It was like a balloon.
You cut your head, but you're still alive? How is that even possible?
Well, you see, my young friends, I have a brain. Ew, I bit my tongue. Oh no, my poor tongue.
Old man, you okay?
You see, my young friends, I've eaten the brain fruit. It allows me to absorb limitless knowledge. But the more my brain knows, the more it grows and grows and grows. On top of my natural genius, I possess an unlimited databank. Thus, I have the world's largest brain. And it grows larger and larger every day.
Wait, what? Then where is it?
That sounds insane. You lost me.
I get it. You cut your brain out, so now you're stupid.
Do not trifle with a genius, boy! This apple here is an antenna.
Connected to what?
Look at the structure up there. The inside of that egg doesn't say Punk Records just for fun. That is where my enormous brain is stored.
It's real
really that big?
Even when I'm far away, I remain connected to it, thanks to the brainwaves received to this Apple antenna.
That's so cool! So are you a doctor of medicine too, Vegapunk?
You bet, little buddy. You met a girl when you came here, who also called herself Vegapunk, yes?
Yeah, she punched me in the face!
That girl is one of my clones. There are 6 on the island.
You're ninjas?
Shadow Clone Jutsu!
Each of them has a unique talent and plays a necessary role. Shaka is calm and conscientious. Lilith has no morals and is willing to plunder. Edison is bursting with ideas. The wise Pythagoras follows the path of reason. Atlas is here when violence is the answer. And the greedy York eats, poops, and sleeps. They are me, in the sense that they comprise my personality. But they do 6 times the work.
I'm confused.
Once daily, they synchronize their experiences and newly acquired knowledge by accessing punk records. Their personalities and missions are different, making each of them uniquely useful for my research.
All of you share the same brain? This is far beyond my comprehension.
Just think of it as us visiting the same library. Let me give you an example. Imagine if the rest of the world accessed the database and read the information contained in my brain. It would be as if all mankind had acquired my knowledge. Then what if those people updated punk records with their personal discoveries, just as I do? Why, we could create a sea of knowledge far exceeding my own. A library of the human experience. Like a super brain, shared by all humanity.
Does that mean I could study medicine from all over the world?
That's the idea.
I have no idea what's going on!
But what happens when different ideologies enter the brain? Won't that cause issues?
A fine question, first son of the sea. And yet, if we never dare to take a chance, then science will never advance.
Of course you would think that way. You bastard! You'll sacrifice anything for your research! Or anyone, even! Like my father. You turned him into a heartless machine, a human weapon!
Stop, Bonnie! That beam saber is a failed invention!
Shut up! It'll kill you just fine.
Please calm down, Bonnie. You must think this through. I know that you're angry, but killing him will make far too many enemies.
I don't give a damn. You're gonna turn my father back, or I swear I'm gonna slice your head off right here and now!
Please turn off the switch, quickly!
Begging for your life, old man?
It's not that! It's the beam!
What are those things?
It works, but...
What?
But it attracts a swarm of bugs!
Bonnie! Hey, Bonnie! Bonnie! Wake up! Check this out!
Put that down! She'll freak out! What happens if she dies of shock?
If that weapon wasn't a failure, I would likely be dead. But it's no wonder. I can't blame her. It's only natural that she'd want to kill me.
I think she should probably rest for a while.
Hey, old man! Can you get this to move? You're the one who made it, right?
I didn't make it. This is the legendary Iron Giant that is said to have attacked Marijois 200 years ago.
It attacked Marijois? That's insane!
And when it wakes up, it will wreak havoc again!
I had no idea! It was so scary!
Indubitably! This monstrosity was built 900 years ago!
Wait, what? 900?
Forgive my skepticism, but how can that be?
Wow, you're really special, big guy! So how did you attack Marijois? Cannons? Lasers? Come on, wake up, Robinowski! Do robot stuff! Get up, boy! Shoot lasers! Let's go!
That is an antique, you troglodyte!
Quite the fascinating story. But tell me, why would the Iron Giant attack Marijois?
A fine question! I haven't the faintest clue.
Oh.
I heard that it ran out of power and no damage was done. Regardless, I imagine its very existence was shocking to the scientists of the time. It's extraordinary, beyond any technology in its era.
Hundreds of years later, I'd say this is still quite the shock.
We were trying to wake it up, but it might be better if it stays like this.
It could be dangerous. No one knows where this Iron Giant came from, after all. It's unclear what it was trying to do, or what it was capable of. As for the world government, predictably they ordered its destruction. But the scientists of that age protected it. They hid it away where no one could find it. And to this day, no one knows it is here. Not even the government itself. When she wakes up, there's something important I need to give her. But first, I have a favor to ask. It's extremely fortunate that you showed up here when you did. You might even call it fate.
What do you mean?
My dear boy, I need you to take me away from Egghead.
This is Cypher Pole speaking. Grant us entry to the island at once.
Do you copy? I said this is
Oh, no, this is bad.
This is very bad!
Attack!
Should have trained their pets better. We received a report. It seems that Jewelry Bonnie is here on Egghead.
Well, that's convenient. Don't let her escape again. She's outlived her usefulness. Be sure to kill her on sight.
Chuck, a government ship just arrived!
What? Why?
You pirates need to hide! If the government finds out you're here, we're all doomed!
No complaints from us. We're not looking to pick a fight with them, just to be clear.
As you shouldn't! They have CP0 with them! Even Rob Lucci is on board!
What? Rob Lucci?
I guess it's time to feed the cat.
Huh?
Oh, and look, we've got 5 tuna steaks here. Come on, let's hand these goofballs over.
Let me out of these shoes right now, you sick bastard!
No! Why is he here? I thought he quit his job. We can't let him get in.
You better not even try. I'll send him packing myself.
Don't worry, Robin, you're safe with us. We'll beat him as many times as it takes.
Thank you.
What's the plan, Shaka?
Officially, they're here to return the Seraphim. Tell them to leave it and send them away.
Excuse me?
We're going to bar the government's entry. Lock down the island.
Wow, who's this guy? Looks like you got a little fight in you after all.
still under repair! You can't start moving now!
Dragon, help! There's something wrong with Kuma!
Kuma? Stop, Kuma!
What happened?
Maybe the Navy is still giving him orders somehow!
What do you need? Let us help you! Can you at least tell us where you're trying to go?
What started this?
I don't know! He just got up out of the blue! He's not supposed to have any free will left!
Kuma!
Stop it! You're gonna hurt yourself!
Come back here, Kuma! Where are you going?
Kuma!
We need you, Kuma! You're part of our family! We have to stick together and see our battle through! No, Kuma! Stop!
Please don't go!
He's gone.
Cypher Pole! Thank you for returning our Seraphim to us. Unfortunately, your request for entry is denied, so just drop him off and go, please.
No need to worry. S-Bear can return home on his own from there. You'll have to forgive us, but we are so busy we can barely think straight. So, order S-Bear to return and you can call it a day. Mission complete. Thank you for your service.
Whoa there, you can't just leave us out in the cold.
Seems they're on to us.
Aren't you at least going to invite us in for a cup of tea? We've been sailing for days. We're freezing out here.
Naval Branch G-14 is right around the corner. I'm sure they'll welcome you with open arms.
Well, I never. Whatever happened to good old-fashioned hospitality?
Am I speaking to Vegapunk?
Yes?
I have a question for you, Doctor. What do you know about the Egghead disappearances?
Huh?
Disappearances?
I beg your pardon? I'm afraid I don't follow.
2 months ago, Cipher Pole number 5 ship vanished into thin air. A month ago, it was Cipher Pole number 7. 2 weeks ago, Cipher Pole number 8. Quite the strange coincidence.
In fact, not one government ship that has visited Egghead in the past 2 months has returned. I was hoping you might be able to shed some light on why.
Well, I am so sorry to hear that, but rest assured, we don't have them here.
My records show that all vessels have shipped out in shipshape.
Hey! What exactly are you implying? Are you trying to say we've been messing with those ships, you overgrown house cat? Go to hell!
Lilith, I know you're evil, but please don't antagonize him.
You are gonna look so stupid when I open this port!
Lilith, no!
Back up, Pythagoras!
Like I said, no ships here, but we appreciate your visit. Goodbye!
Fine then, if you insist.
Oh, look. Nice try, but I doubt they're going to budge.
Shall we move on to Plan B?
We have no choice.
You want to leave this place, old man? But it's your lab. I thought you liked living here.
What's not to like? Why, I'm creating the future itself here. I can use government facilities and funds however I please. And thus my research has continued at an extraordinary pace. You've seen only a small fraction of my work. My brain is a fountain of ideas that never stops flowing. But there's not enough time, not enough help, not enough money to make my true dream a reality.
You mean you're planning something even bigger?
You want to know what it is?
You bet we do!
When it happens, the whole universe will know my name.
Ooh, is it another big robot?
Tell us, please!
Very well then. It's really quite simple. I will use science to squash inequality. I will create a world where free energy is provided to all. That's not the reaction I expected.
I don't know. Free stuff's cool, I guess.
That would be a worthwhile endeavor if you could achieve it. Most wars are fought over energy. We might be able to achieve world peace, but resources are too limited.
Are they limited? Or is it mankind who is limited? Energy is everywhere. You can feel it in the air, in the ground. It's all around us. It's simply overflowing. The world is full of energy. All we need to do is convert it into tangible power. Inequality will become a thing of the past. Wars will come to an end. With the power of science, we can make this world a utopia. Still not interested?
No, I think it's really cool that you want to make people happy. But hero stuff just isn't my thing. Anyway, you never said why you want to leave.
Well, I have a problem. The more I try to create this energy, the further I delve into lost history. For example, I can't help but to look to our giant mechanical friend here and wonder what kind of ancient energy source powered him. It is the nature of a scientist to remain curious after all. So I took a little peek into history and unraveled some forbidden truths. I was only carrying on my friend's will, but it took me deep into dangerous waters. And that's my story. I just love learning too much. Now the government will erase me, just like Ohara.